Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel's Finding Value. Today we're going to do our daily technical analysis update of oil and natural gas. I'll give you my financial opinion, and I'm going to let the charts do the talking. So let's dive in here, and I'll show you what we got. So here's a light crude oil futures. I've got my awesome flag pattern in here. We're still in the flag pattern. We're putting in a bullish engulfing for a move. Potentially that could go higher. A bullish engulfing is the one that engulfs the one before it. This candlestick here, it is a reversal pattern to move on higher. Natural gas, we have a small little update today. Again, we've broken out of the pattern already. We could be going into launch mode at any point. We might even, drift sideways for a while because we are in springtime, which is usually between winter heating season and summer cooling season. So we might do a little bit of drifting sideways before engaging to the upside. XOP, small little down, or it's an up day with momentum coming back down a little bit, but just a small day. Nothing to worry about. We've broken out of the big pattern. Everything looks good. SM Energy, nice little small down day today. Kind of a bloody nose. It's just waiting for oil. It's waiting for oil to break out of its pattern, and then we're off to the races, guys. CDEV, it's up on top of its pattern. I usually like buying there. I think we'll see a big move in CDEV here shortly. Crew Energy also sitting on top of its pattern. Looks like it's trying to do a little flag pattern here. So that looks good. CPE sitting on top of its pattern, still looking good. Small down days, big up days. It's got the characteristics of a move that wants to go higher. Athabasca Oil, another one that's been moving sideways, very similar to oil itself. I'll leave that there. Recaf, got a little juiced up this morning, popped higher. Came back down a little bit, but still looks okay. Crescent Point Energy putting in a little bit of work today, 3.5%. It's on top of its pattern here. I think we're ready to launch at any point. It looks good to launch at any point here. What I do is I buy in these kind of congested areas and I just sit in it and I wait. Northern Oil and Gas is starting to take off. That looks good. Looks like it's getting a little bit of traction coming out of here. We're probably going to see a big move, guys. Probably going to see a big move out of this guy very soon. Grand Tierra Energy moving higher. That looks good. And it looks like we're getting a little bit of squeezy up. So all these are squeezing up. If you notice when looking across the sector, they're squeezing up, ready to move. Tellurian getting a bigger bloody nose. We'll see where that thing goes. I'm just holding on. Pedevco squeezing up a little bit. Just moving sideways here. Getting a little squeezy. Oasis, small little down day today. Nothing to worry about. CRK, another one that's got a larger bloody nose. We could come back to support and move sideways for a little bit before taking the launch. That is very common. Sandridge getting up there. A little bloody nose on Sandridge, you bloody nose. REI coming up to its resistance line. That's a big resistance line. We got to break through it. It's going to take a little bit of energy, a little bit of time. We get a big move in oil, this will break. Not much to say in Trillion Energy. It's just moving sideways forever. Surge Energy, little update today, 1.9%. I'll take it. But this thing's broken out of a big long-term downtrend. Still looks fantastic. Same with Tamarack Valley Energy. It's still, yeah, we could pull down a little bit, but it looks good from the long-term perspective. I would hold on. Crescent Energy, another one that looks good from a long-term perspective. Just hold on to this baby. Let it make you money. Vermilion Energy, moving sideways. Update today, but moving sideways. And then Meg Energy is also putting in that characteristic of a squeezing up of a flag pattern about to break. And there's the flag. So, yeah, all of these are looking really good from the exploration production side. This is the energy service companies. Again, from a big picture view, we've broken this to the upside. Looks fantastic from the big picture view. Getting a little bit of selling pressure here, but still looks good. I wouldn't do anything. Tetra Technologies moving on higher, getting a little bit of selling resistance. Rig, we're all kind of just moving up in these big old flag patterns. Pump, another one that's got kind of a flag pattern. They all have the flag pattern, guys. They're all getting the flag. Ooh, EXTN's moving, is looking good. It's moving a little bit. That looks good. Valaris, this guy's been getting vertical. Looks good. MRM getting a little bit of a down day today. Again, I wouldn't worry about it. Just hold on. Tidewater getting a little bit of selling pressure today. Again, hold on. NEX, a little bit of a bloody nose. But again, guys, everything looks good. We're breaking these patterns. This is all a fresh move higher. We have small down days, big up days. That all screams higher. Looking at KLXE, I want this thing to fall, guys. I want it to fall so I can buy a little bit down here. But it looks like we are finding support. There is support right where it's at, so I would buy a little bit if it were me, and I'll do that. Champion X trying to break out today, about a little bit of selling pressure. It'll break out of here. It'll move. Give it some time. Cactus Energy, another one that's getting a little bit of a down day. Again, nothing to worry about. Nine's moving up a teeny bit. A little bit of momentum to the downside, though, with a hammer candlestick. Doesn't look too bad. OII is right at the breakout. I like buying at this area. That's one that I like. Noble Energy moving sideways still looks good. No selling pressure to push this lower, so I think we're going to end up going up. There's no selling pressure here. And then we got Helix is looking good. Little bloody nose today. That's a continuation pattern to the upside. CGGYY is moving on up. We've got Petrofac just moving sideways. A little bit more selling pressure versus some of the other ones. McCoy Global moving sideways. Still looks good, though. We've got New Hope Corporation. This guy looks fantastic from a long-term perspective. That one looks good. BTU's looking good. Nice, good. 1, 3. It's looking good. The stair-step pattern. China Shinua, little down day today. The pattern still looks fantastic, guys. We've got Yancoal. Again, we're at the booty side. This will come all the way up and probably break eventually. So that one's looking really good. We got Whitehaven Gold. That one looks really good from this perspective. Make it a little bit of a pullback, but it doesn't matter. It's all good up here, guys. We've got good support all underneath it. Thungala's going straight higher. That's ridiculous. Would I chase it up here? No, I wouldn't. I would not be chasing it. But overall, guys, everything looks really good. All it requires is patience. Patience. It'll come. If you want to add to companies, look at the ones that are on support lines, like OII, CHX, and maybe some of these energy service companies look pretty good. The exploration companies still look really good, like SM Energy, CDEV, CWEGF. Looking at Northern Oil and Gas, just broke out. That thing's starting to move. They all look really good. They're all on top of support. That's good. We're not, hitting the bottom line of a support line. We are sitting on top of things, and that usually means that they'll eventually go when oil goes. So I would say that everything looks fantastic in all of these sectors. I know we kind of blow through this. When I look at chart patterns, I literally stare at the chart for like a second. I can just go like, doom, 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 like just look at charts like that continually. That's how fast I can look. I don't even need to draw anything on it. I can just look at it. Every once in a while, if I see something that's amazing, I'll start drawing on it. But when I normally look at patterns or look at charts, I can go through them like no other. And usually the chart has to match the fundamentals. The fundamentals and the technicals match each other. They are of the same thing. So when people talk about, well, do you ever look at the fundamentals? Well, looking at the technicals is technically looking at fundamentals, because if you can basically break down a really good chart, you're kind of looking at what the people think about that company. And I do agree that you should still look at the fundamentals. The fundamentals are, and we do that. That's what the ratios are. The ratios are the fundamentals of the sector. The fundamentals of the company may or may not look good. They usually look good if the entire sector is looking good. But what you really want to do is you want to get into companies where the fundamentals look poor, but the sector is improving, which is like a high-cost producer where the commodity price is coming up. The fundamentals are improving, but still look poor. And eventually, they will turn into something that looks incredibly good when the price of the commodity goes up. So those are the companies that I really focus on, the high-cost producers that have been absolutely mangled in the bear market. So those are the ones that I really look at. But everything here looks really good. It looks fantastic. Give me a thumbs up for the content. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Subscribe to the website, Platinum membership, if you want to join the fun there on the weekends, where we all talk with each other and ask questions and hang out a little bit. So if that interests you, if you want to join a club or a group, definitely sign up to the channel for the website. Platinum membership gets you that access for the weekend meetings. All right, guys, we'll catch you later. This is Finding Value.